Hi guys, we're over here at Heloisas House, a project we've been working on. This is about 8 months into it. Basically, we've harvested here a lot of black beans. We've harvested here a lot of corn. All right. If Heloisa had all the market situations sorted with the sales of those, that would have already paid for the whole system. Those initial crops, you know, she's organic certified now. Already she would have paid for the whole system with the harvest of the corn and the beans. Now, because she's new to this, she hasn't had the best contacts for the sales, but it's stocked out. You know, it's really stocked. You know, the black beans are dried and stocked, and the corn is dried and stocked. So she will slowly and surely see that money come in, and also, you know, obviously feed her family. With the bananas, a great load of bananas. So what we went ahead and done, we trimmed every other banana. We spoke about this in the other video. So we're gonna have a 2-time harvest of bananas here because there's just too many bananas in one go. So as you can see, there's one banana there, and the smaller one is already looking like a big boy, and then the big one there. So it's just like, so she can have a 2-step harvest. It doesn't come all in one go. All right, we have lots of wild beans here. Lots of wild beans indeed, in different varieties as well. We've got a feijão de porco, is the bean, feijão de porco, bean, pig bean is how we call it here. And we had gandu, feijão gandu, which is this fella here. This fella here. It's one type of wild bean here as well, but it's not edible. Animals eat it, it's great for cows. But like I said, you know, excellent in nitrogen fixing, excellent in producing organic matter, you know, excellent for stimulation. So, but what's happened here now, the time has come for the cassavas to thrive. The corn had won the race with the cassavas. The feijão gandu had won the race with the cassavas. We've cut the feijão gandu and it's grown again. How blessed is that? We've trimmed it and it's grown again. I mean, we've fed all that material to the ground, the feijão gandu. It's already covered the soil once. We're about to cover the soil again because the cassavas are a little bit shy, and now it's time for the cassavas to shine. Okay, we're really looking forward to the harvest of the cassavas now. So we're bringing down the gandu to like strata where it's below the cassavas. So I can show you here. There's the cassavas there, and now we've brought down the gandu. You see, we brought him down. We're leaving him like a meter tall. Say like a meter tall. We really skeleted it. You know, it can withstand this beating. We could call it a beating. This drastic pruning. A lot of organic material, and you know the main crop here is basically the coffee. So the coffees are looking really nice. This is the dry season. Very little amount of irrigations. Every 3 to 4 days we leave in an hour here irrigating. You know, drip, drip. So very little amount of irrigation, but we're able to get enough organic material in order to keep that coffee, you know, shining. Okay, so it's been good results. The coffees are all there. You know, they were underneath, like submersed, you know, all the matter. But now we're opening up, bringing that matter down, you know, as you do. We're looking for the eucalyptus. We're really looking to look after the eucalyptus. We had a lot of eucalyptus here that didn't come through nicely, so we're really looking to recover those. And the ones that have come through, we started skeleting them, bringing that organic material down. Because our idea is that we're going to have the passion fruit climb on the eucalyptus. All right, and underneath the eucalyptus, we've got a guava plant as well. A little guava baby there. All right, there's a guava plant there. So in the future, the guava will even open its arms up nicely to hold that passion fruit. So what we've done, we've trimmed down the passion fruit. Okay, this is the passion fruit here. Okay, we've trimmed him down. All right, so we've just left him with a little bit of leaves, 2 or 3 of these little babies, to give enough time for the eucalyptus to, you know, grow and be able to hold, you know, the weight of the passion fruit. So one like this is ready to receive the passion fruit next time around it sprouts, you know. So from now it's gonna climb the eucalyptus. I chose to prune the passion fruit drastically one more time. In a lot of cases, look at that coffee nut right next to it. In a lot of cases, the passion fruit was already climbing on the eucalyptus, it was already looking really neat, the system. But I know that these eucalyptus aren't strong enough yet. So we're still bringing them down. We're still holding back the passion fruit. This is the area we haven't, you know, I've arrived here, I'm having a look, we haven't touched this yet. So as you can see here, the passion fruit is growing. It's got the beans here. We've got the passion fruit growing. Can you see it there? Already looking to you know, to be a happy man with the eucalyptus. Can you see it there? It's climbing the eucalyptus already. So this is gonna be like a passion fruit tree. It's gonna be taken by the passion fruit. But this particular one is not ready. We can see it's not ready. So we're gonna prune this down, maximum pruning, all right? And it's producing so much organic matter. It seems crazy that we're pruning passion fruit to produce organic matter. That's not the primary reason. We really want to harvest the fruit, but we will make use of this organic matter. We will hold back this passion fruit. This is a special passion fruit here from the savannah, our Brazilian savannah, the Cerrado. So it's really strong. It withholds a lot of pruning, and it's got a life expectancy of about 10 years. So we're not in a rush. We really want to set up these eucalyptus to support it nice. And it's such a shame because look, it's about to flower. And this is what agroforestry is all about, you know, the pruning. So you gotta let go. Because if you're like, oh no, I'm not gonna prune it, it's so beautiful. If I prune it, then it means I'm not gonna, you know, if you don't let go and you don't get happy with the pruning, it's not the best thing for the system. We need to set it up. We need to be patient. We need to prune and use that organic material. Okay, that's in general theory. Very important with the agroforestry community. We need to let go. We need to prune. All right. Don't feel sorry for your passion fruit. It's going to be great in the future. Look, it's beautiful. It's about to produce fruit. And Heloisa, she's with us. She's with us. She trusts us to say, all right, we're going to chop it all down. Most people, they'll be like, no, don't chop it down. Let me harvest the fruit first. But then what's going to happen is, you know, look at the situation here. It's going to weigh down the eucalyptus that it's, you know, see the baby there. This is the eucalyptus here. If we don't bring this material down, it's not strong enough to support that passion fruit yet. So it's going to weigh it down, and it's not going to be nice and tall, sticking up above the bananas with your passion fruit dropping, because these particular passion fruit, you harvest them on the ground, so you wait for them to drop. So it's no problem it going right nice up and tall with the eucalyptus. And these are the gundu beans, right? So we've got here the passion fruit, we've got here the gundu beans. Imagine this bush worth of organic material. Boom, beautiful, right? And yeah, so some of the soil is not covered, but really this is where the black beans were, and we harvested it. And a lot of corn as well, you see where the corns were there. So it was nice and shaded, but now we're really giving priority to the coffee. We're really bringing all the organic material firstly to the coffee beds, right? The tree beds, right? We've got the palm hearts. We've got other little interesting seeds coming through as well. Every so often we bump into a few of them nuts and other timber wood. Okay, this is a really nice. This is the feijão de porco. This is the beans. We call it pig beans here in Brazil. See it there? Oh, that is really rich in nitrogen. We don't eat these ones here. Really, really rich. Okay, so we can just leave that there. That'll be all right. So you see there, we've reserved most of the material, organic matter, where the coffees are. We want to look after the coffees. We're going to prune down the passion fruit, look after the eucalyptus so they can become a big boy, and then they can, you know, hold the weight of the passion fruit in the future. We've pruned the bananas, every other banana. We've opened here the light for the cassavas to be the main man at the moment. So we're really got to bring these down okay? We're going to really bring all these beans down. See, it's already been pruned, but it's already booming again. We're going to bring them down to the strata underneath the cassavas. Right now, we don't want to fill these cassavas. We want to show results because it looks all a bit messy. But you know, we've harvested things in its own time. We've harvested the beans, we've harvested the corn. Now we're going to harvest the cassavas, and then we're going to harvest the bananas. And then we've got the citrus coming through. In the second year, we're going to start harvesting citrus. And then, you know, other little things are going to pop up. In the second year, when the eucalyptus are all ready, this is a nice eucalyptus, we're going to give it a nice little skeleton here. The ones that are nice and firm, we're going to invest, you know, give it a nice prune to bring this organic material down, to bring in the sunshine for the cassavas again. All right, just like the one we showed you in the beginning there. All right, you see those ones there? Let's get back there, might as well. So you give it a nice little skeleton like that. Okay, so it's not producing shade, you know, it's not provoking any shade, and it's, you know, it's going to help it invest in its thickness, and it's going to become a big boy, and it's not ruining anyone, it's not drying nothing out. Eucalyptus, we've spoken about this, it's not, definitely, eucalyptus definitely does not dry the soil. Human beings do, monoculture does, definitely not eucalyptus who does that. We're going to go into, this was a second plot which she planted, and this plot she planted it after, and the seedlings were a little bit weaker and things because it took longer time to plant, and it seemed to me like it was much worse, but we recovered it. How did we recover it? Planting lots of beans. I was like, Heloisa, we need to do something radical here, because remember, we started this project with no external organic material. We didn't bring the chips, wood chips from the city, and we didn't buy any of these things to cover the soil initially. Okay, we're a little bit far out here from the city in Heloisas House, so we really turned the game around when we boomed this system with beans. Now, I don't need to go far. Look at all that gandu, feijão gandu, wild beans here. Look at all that. I mean, have a look at this. It's a bush. It's bush. And this bush has acted as a greenhouse and enabled the coffee to come through. Look at that. The coffees are nice. They're nice. That's a little disease there that already comes with the seedling. There's not much you can do. The way we treat this is just to have healthy coffee. But look, it's a nice size for 8 months. It's a nice size. Then we've got the guavas. They've got the passion fruit's got to crawl onto in the future. All right. Let's poke around. Let's poke around. Give me a second. Let's have a look. What's happening to the coffee here? Let's look for the coffee and ask the question. What's happening to the coffee? There it is. You know, it's well kept in the greenhouse. All right, it's well kept. There's the coffee there. There's the coffee there. All right. So obviously now is the right time. There's the coffee there. Now is the right time to come in and bring all this material down. Okay. This is that feijão de porco, the pig beans again. Look at how rich. Look how beautiful these leaves look. Look at them there. Look at them there. Look at how rich this thing looks. With these other beans at the top strata. So we have lots of material here. It's about to all go down. All right, it's all about to go down. We're going to open the area. We're going to bring it all down. We're going to cover the coffees. We're going to look after the coffees. In this situation here, we're not going to bring down every other banana. We don't have cassavas and corn and things like that to harvest from here. We've harvested some corn, but it's really because of the cassavas, too much shade. Okay, and these bananas are already coming with a different information from the first ones. They're already going to be later anyway, so it's already a different timing for harvest. What we are going to do, we're going to take the little fellas. We're going to leave one banana per bunch, right? We are going to take down the little fellas, cut them in half, obviously, put them facing downwards, you know, by the foot of the coffee. We really want to look after the coffees here, and that's going to get us through the drought. We've got another 3 months of drought, 2 months of drought here, and we're going to hit the worst of it soon. But I feel like we're saved. I feel like we've won it against the drought, because look at how much organic matter we have. to cover the soil and save the day. All right, so I feel like we've saved the day with this much beans in the system, and once it all goes down, we're gonna see all the little things that we've planted popping through, coming up from that greenhouse, which this is at the moment. We're gonna really make the money back on the bananas. A lot of profit here with the bananas. The bananas guarantee the profit. If everything else goes through wrong, don't worry about it. The bananas got our back. Okay, I'm just chuffed about all this matter. I mean, look at all. I've never had such great results, to be honest. Look at all this matter here, and it's all very rich. It's not just loads of material. It's loads of really rich nitrogen fixers. Look at that there. Let's get to it. There it is. There's the coffee. Beautiful. All right, it's greenhouse coffee. Look at that. It's beautiful. Obviously, this is the right time. Obviously, it's not going to survive, you know, in here for say another 6 months. So now is the right time to bring out the material and organize it underneath the coffee plants. Cover that soil nice. All right. So this is really an example of we made it happen with what we had. We really didn't bring in external organic matter. This is really key. We produced the organic matter with service plants on the spot, okay, with minimum irrigation. All right, and we're gonna have very great legacy here of. We're gonna have a very great legacy. Sorry, income call here on my mobile phone. But we're gonna have a great legacy here of the coffee, the bananas, and there are citrus trees planted everywhere. A lot of tangerines and a lot of lime. We really focus on the tangerines and the lime. All right. So yeah. From the Agroforestry Academy crew, I hope this was still a nice touch up. You know, we've been here in the past, but things looked greener last time I was here because we were in the rain season, at the very end of the rain season. So we showed the result of all that water that dropped on it. Now we're well into the drought. Okay, we're well into the drought, and look at how green things are looking. This is like desert. If I step outside, if I show you the neighbor's house, it's desert out here. Desert. It's red soil. Look at it. Red poor soil, really poor red soil. And we're gonna start creating that black soil with that organic matter. With all that organic matter, we're gonna start creating greater soils. We're gonna start creating, you know, yeah. I mean, it's starting to darken a little bit. It's not as red as that is, but more importantly than that as well, you're gonna start seeing light. You know, look into this. Already I can feel the texture. Already I can feel the texture. It's great. So look at that crumbling. Yeah, you see all that information there, all the roots. All right, working in there already. So great. We're structuring the soil. We started from nothing. All right. If I can just run here to the edge. Yeah, we've got the palm hearts. We've got great loads of amount of little interesting things that we haven't mentioned here. Like I said, a lot of timber wood and things like that. But look at that. It's desert. Look at the situation here prior. Have a look at the situation here. This is it. Compacted, dried soil. This was the situation here prior. With these little semi-arid plants, really dry systems. Yeah, look at that. There's some lime coming through here, really nice lime. And remember, we've not used no fancy sprays. We've not used no fancy sprays, not even to, you know, nothing. No fancy sprays. Look at that nice coffee there. That's the baby. That's the baby there. That's beautiful. All right, so no fancy sprays. We're not fighting no bugs here. We're not concerned about that. We understand there's enough diversity here for life to be balanced. All right, so great, yeah. So from the Agroforestry Academy crew, like I was saying, this one's you, baby. Till next time. Yeah, and you know, if you're watching this on YouTube, if you haven't subscribed, this is the best way to support the channel. If you press the little bell button there, you will be notified, and every time we've got a great new video for you, you'll be notified and things like that. All right, share it with your friends, and you know, we're on Instagram, we're on Facebook. Keep in touch with us. AOK Agroforestry Academy. Till next time.